Effectively, what we see is that the digitalization happening currently into the grids is calling for more and more people needing to access the data. But at the same time, the data access is not only something that will occur by sharing data at high level in the system. It will call to have more and more nodes, devices that will need to be connected to the system to access the data. And the fact that you have this acceleration of users requesting for data access, devices needing to access more data, it is effectively creating a threat to the digitalization of the system that we have to take into consideration for several aspects. It is not just sharing data, it is to who you share the data, how you share the data, and what people are going to do with the data. What we see is that the digitalization is something new in the grid. Consumers have been used over time to access to added value services through the digital convenience. The fact that we are bringing this digital convenience to the consumer is that we are creating different expectations, and we need to serve those expectations in the best way. So it is not only providing data, it is how you provide data to the user experience that the consumer is having in consuming those data and having access to those added value services. And what I could imagine tomorrow is the energy as a service and not just delivering the energy or the kilowatts that you can consume. DLMS is existing since 20 years. And the reason why DLMS has been created was to serve these regulated markets. DLMS has been at the heart of the standardization of smart metering. What we see it is that our responsibility is to, on one side, to guarantee what we have been guaranteeing for those 20 years, which is the security of the data, the access of the digital data for the DSOs, so that they can have a much better control on the grid. But at the same time, to provide those data in the most optimized way to those people who want to access the data, in fine, to the benefit of the consumer. We are going to focus on those small applications which make sense because those applications like the electrical vehicle charging station, very specific appliances, as an example, the heat pumps, those are the areas where DLMS will focus on. And we are in the best position to bridge those two worlds, the consumer world and the regulated worlds, by guaranteeing that whenever we are opening the access to the data, we are not increasing the risk of the vulnerability of the regulated ecosystem.